All right, Brandon, in this video, we're going to talk about the second thing that we worked on to improve your delivery, and that's the idea of dynamic balance. And so we'll start by looking at the first time we videotaped you in the evening, and then we'll look at the second time we videotaped you in the evening. But before we do that, let's take a look at what good pro pitchers do. Now, when I say dynamic balance, all I mean is that whenever a pitcher is working towards home plate and tracking forward and in their delivery, they're always in perfect balance. They're in balance while they're in motion. And you'll see here with Tom Glavine, one of the first things he does is when he gets going or when he starts, his head is over his center of gravity, which is balance. And as he begins to pick up his knee again, you're going to see that balance there. His eyes are slightly in front of his center of gravity, head's right over center. And again, when he continues to track forward into the bottom of his arm circle, right down here, where his arm gets to the lowest point in the circle, again, his head is over center of gravity, eyes slightly in front of it. We take him all the way into foot strike, where he gets into his equal opposites here. Again, dynamic balance. Now, when we looked at you last week, one of the things we noticed is that you were lacking balance in your delivery. And so you started out in balance right here, head slightly in front of center of gravity, but as soon as you got going right here, you lost your sense of balance. You'll see that your belly button is way out in front here and your head was way back here. In contrast, again, when we looked at Glavine at the bottom of his arm circle, notice where his head's at in relationship to his belly button. And this is so important because this position right here not only is balance, but it's also signifying the fact that he's shifting his weight in towards home plate. He's creating momentum towards his target. With you, on the other hand, there's no momentum towards the target. Instead, everything on you is staying back here. And as a result, you're going to have to do more work with your arm and your upper body to create any sense of velocity. And when we tracked you further forward into your foot strike position, right here, you can see again, you're still just a little bit out of balance. You'll notice that the eyes are here, but the belly button's way out here. And when we looked at Tom Glavine in that same position, again, you can see the difference. And so what we were really working on, in addition to that first move, is maintaining a sense of balance as we track forward towards home plate. And so what we're going to do next is pull up your delivery at the end of the lesson, and you're going to notice some improvements. They're not exactly where they need to be, 100%, but they are a significant improvement. So if we take a look, get you into your first move right here, and we get you tracking into the bottom of your arm circle right there. Take a look at where your eyes are at and look at where your center of gravity is at. So that's pretty darn good. And if you looked at you in your old one, you can see a significant difference. Notice how your eyes here are way behind your center of gravity. So in this new clip, you're really doing a nice job getting weight shifted and momentum shifted towards home plate when you break these arms. And as a result, when you continue to track forward right here, you can see that you're in a much better position to deliver the ball in balance. Your eyes are here, belly button's here. Whereas before, when you tracked forward and you got yourself into that position to deliver the ball, you notice that, again, like I've said throughout this video, you just weren't in as much of a balanced position. So that's a huge improvement, and I'm excited about the things that you're doing and the way you're applying what you're learning. And now we got to take this stuff and take it to the next step.